So Western Exploration is a company focused in northeastern Nevada. We've made a high-grade gold discovery. It's adjacent to a current resource of about 800,000 ounces of gold. And as Jeff said, we believe we have potential to expand that resource significantly with the current drill program we're proposing. Our cautionary statements, we win. We have 2 pages. Most people have 1. We got higher paid lawyers, apparently. So looking at the company itself, why Western Exploration? I think, this is a very small screen here, actually. High-grade discovery at Gravel Creek. It's our high-grade gold deposit. We've currently got results in excess of 20 gram per ton. That's what we're going to focus on drilling this year. We've also got a high-grade at-surface oxide heap leach project on the same claims that we're talking about with Gravel Creek, where we've got up to 26 meters of almost 7 gram per ton within 50 meters of surface in an oxide gold zone. And we've got 72% average heap leach recovery on that deposit, and that's metallurgical work that we completed recently in the last 3 months. Excellent precious metal endowment. We are where 2 metallogenic belts come together in northeastern Nevada. Carlin-type deposit at Jarrett Canyon, as we heard of later, with about 9 million ounces. And the Northern Nevada Miocene epithermal deposit, they both collide on our project, and we've got the Gravel Creek deposit that's similar to Midas and Sleeper, which were very high-grade deposits in Northern Nevada that were mined in the 80s and 90s. Near-term resource expansion potential at all of our projects. We look forward to getting that drilling going at Gravel Creek, where we think we could double the current resource. We're in Nevada. We know that's one of the best mining jurisdictions in the world. And not only are we in the best mining jurisdiction in the world, we're in the best part of that mining jurisdiction. We're right off a paved highway, about an hour's drive north of the city of Elko, Nevada. And we've put a team together that's built of explorationists. We've been involved in a number of discoveries right from grassroots and been with them right through construction and development, namely El Peñon in Chile, Mercedes in Mexico, and we were involved with the Malartic joint venture with Agnico Eagle, with the discovery of the Malartic and East Zone deposits at Goldie as well. So where we're located, as we said, we're north of Elko, about 100 kilometers drive. We're just north of the Jarrett Canyon mine, about 30 kilometers. The Jarrett Canyon Big Springs district there in blue has produced over 11 million ounces of gold combined and has an additional 4 million ounces of resource. Our project is only 3 kilometers off a paved highway and 5 kilometers from power. We have permitted water on site, and we are permitted for drilling until 2028 at the Dobie George deposit and 2029 at Gravel Creek. Resources, we'll skip over this, but there's about 1.3 million ounces currently in 43-101. The Dobie George resource at the top is full oxide. We're currently working towards a preliminary economic assessment and pre-feasibility study on that oxide deposit. And then we've got the Gravel Creek and the Wood Gulch deposits, which are primarily sulfide. And those are discoveries at Gravel Creek that was made by the company in 2013 and currently our largest resource on the project at about 800,000 ounces. So Dobie George is a Carlin-type system. It's Eocene in age. It's in the same rocks as Jarrett Canyon, same rocks as Big Springs, and it's in the same type of geology. We've currently got a resource of about 500,000 ounces, very good heap leach recovery. So this is being proposed as an open pit heap leach deposit. Again, we'll have the PEA early next year, followed by a PFS in 2025. The Gravel Creek discovery, different. It's hosted in volcanic rocks, not sedimentary rocks. It is younger in age. We've just got the USGS, United States Geological Survey age date. It's the exact same age as Midas and Sleeper, which were the 2 highest grade gold deposits in this part of Nevada. Underground mining here, we're about 400 meters below surface. It produces a very good concentrate through flotation. That concentrate averages about 4 ounce per ton gold and 52 ounce per ton silver. Bear in mind that the nearest processing facility that could treat that concentrate is at Jarrett Canyon, only 30 kilometers to the south. So why is Gravel Creek so important? And why do we think we've got the opportunity to make the next high-grade gold mine in Nevada here? If you look at the other deposits in that gray area, those are what we call the Miocene Northern Nevada epithermal deposits. We are in the same rocks, the same age, with the same geology that those deposits listed there, Midas, Sleeper, Delamar, and Jarbidge are famous for. Those deposits all produce gold at plus 30 gram per ton gold equivalent. We now, from our exploration, know that we have values that are in excess of that 30 gram per ton in the exact same rocks with the same age as those deposits. You can see that GC there, that's the Gravel Creek deposit in that circle related to all those other deposits that are in the neighborhood within about 50 kilometers of us. This is the high-grade area. That red area is our current resource of 800,000 ounces. The green area is the area that we're starting to drill this year. Those dots that are in the green are all gold samples that are greater than 20 gram per ton gold. So we already know that we've got high-grade gold in that area that is currently not in resource and has a footprint that's double what our current resource is. We did the drilling on that section that's horizontal, that gold bar. We did that last year. And that drilling in the gold bar that's trending at a 45-degree angle, that was drilled in the past. And we'll look at some sections just so you can see what the grades look like and what our belief is for the growth of this deposit. If you look at that section there, you can see we've traced two veins. They're both between 2 and 3 meters drill width, and they're both in excess of 25 gram per ton gold. Those drill holes on that section are spaced between 40 and 50 meters, so it's very tightly drilled. It's 1 RC hole, 5 diamond holes, so we're confident that the mineralization is there and well represented in the drilling. So we believe we've identified a target here that is akin to Midas and Sleeper, plus 30 gram per ton potential, immediately adjacent our current resource of 800,000 ounces off of a paved highway with power within 5 kilometers and permitted water already on site. How do we grow this? This is that northeast section. So this is drill holes that were completed about 5 years ago that have never been followed up. We're getting up to 60 gram per ton, 300 meters away from the resource. Never been followed up. So this is drilling we'll follow up this year. We'll add additional drill holes with diamond core. We plan on starting our drilling at the end of June. We'll have 2 diamond drills on site. We just raised about 6.5 million Canadian dollars. That will all go to our drilling campaign. And we're confident that we're going to extend that vein zone along strike and up dip, and potentially, as Jeff said, double the resource at Gravel Creek in the short term. Further along, you can see that black area, that's the Gravel Creek resource. That red area, that's geophysics that shows that northeast and northwest trend and soil geochemistry on top of it. Apart from that 300-meter step out we just looked at, this system continues for another 1.5 kilometers to the northeast and has never been drilled. Identical soil and rock geochemistry on surface as above the current mineral deposit. So we've got room to expand this deposit for over 1.5 kilometers north of where we currently are. That's about 2 times what the current strike length of the deposit is. Longer term, we've got 5 targets. That area 3 and 4, that's where we're currently drilling. Target 3 is the Gravel Creek resource itself. 4 is where we're drilling with those high-grade results this year. 5 we just looked at, that northeast extension. The Wood Gulch mine is mined by Homestake in the 80s and 90s. We currently have a resource there of about 150,000 ounces with only 2 drill holes at depth, and they hit up to 11 grams of gold and over 300 grams silver. We think that Wood Gulch is going to be the next Gravel Creek. So that's being proposed for drilling starting next year. Looking at our oxide deposit, Dobie George, which is about 8 kilometers to the east of the deposit we just looked at, very high grade at surface oxide gold deposit. You can see some of the grades there up to 26 meters of 7 grams per ton within 50 meters of surface. If you look at what it looks like, there's the open pits at $1,800 gold. All that gold color in there is above 1 gram per ton resource block. So very continuous high grade. We completed the metallurgy, 72% recovery with a 2-inch crush. Doesn't require agglomeration, doesn't consume much reagent, 1 kilometer away from highway, 5 kilometers from power, and we already have the water secured. So this is a project that we'll be doing a PEA on in the next 6 months, and we look forward to getting that out in the Q1 of next year, and that'll immediately be followed up by a pre-feasibility study on this oxide deposit. You can see those blocks continue below the pit. That's never been followed up by drilling. We're getting up to 5 gram per ton gold over about 10 meters below Dobie George in the sulfide zone. Remember that Jarrett Canyon started in the 70s as an oxide gold deposit, but 90% of the resources are in the sulfide. This sulfide here below this deposit has never been tested. This is our team. You know me, you've seen Mark and John on the video. If you've seen our video playing on the screens here, both of them have plus 40 years experience as mine finders. Curtis Turner is our CFO. Curtis has worked with Meridian, Yamana, and Argonaut Gold. So we've got a well-rounded team, all based in Nevada. Nicole Cowles, our Director of Investor Relations, also in Reno. So we're all together in the same office, 4-hour drive to our project. Market capitalization, we have about 44 million shares outstanding. We just raised $6.5 million. Our stock since PDAC is up about 55% based on that raise. Our shareholders, Agnico Eagle owns about 15% of the company. Golconda, which is a private equity group out of New York with 70 high net worth individuals and family offices, owns about 46% of the company. Oramet, which is a large refining company, owns about 5% of it, and the rest is retail, high net worth, and institutional investors. So what we're doing this year, we're mobilizing in June with the 2 drills to site. We'll start drilling shortly thereafter with major drilling. We're going to step out 80 meters on those known high-grade hits. That is what we need to bring it into an inferred resource, so we look forward to doing that, and we expect results on our updated resource estimate to be coming out in Q1 of next year. So very quickly, high-grade potential at Aura, proven team, best jurisdiction in the world, and one of the world's best mining jurisdiction. I guess I repeated it twice there. So that is what I've got to say. Thank you for your attention. If you want to come see us at our booth, please do. Thank you.